Foundation Board Chair, and I would like to welcome you to our logo party. The Depot Foundation was established in 1979, and our mission is dedicated to preserving the historic Union Depot as a vibrant, welcoming forum for the arts, culture, and history through meaning and growing a permanent endowment. Why is there a Depot Foundation? Why are we even here? The Depot was built in 1892. Passenger service ended in 1969. The depot sat empty and it was going to be demolished. But with incredible community involvement with citizens like yourselves, the building gained status as a National Historic Site in 1970. The depot reopened in 1973 as the St. Louis County Heritage and Arts Center. And in 1979, the Depot Foundation was formed. The Depot Foundation has had a huge impact on the region. In 44 years, 570 grants have been awarded and $7.3 million in support to the depot and the tenants of the depot. So a huge impact and really forward progress on our mission. So at this point, we have an exciting program for this evening, and I'd like to introduce you to Jason Young, who is our new Director of Development. Thank you. Give Jason a big welcome.
Thank you for coming. This is a really exciting day for us. We've been building up this for a long time, so welcome on Facebook Live too. A lot of people helped out with this project. I want to say thank you to a few people. If I miss you, I apologize. But first of all, Ken Bueller, Jen Brown, and the staff of the Spirit Rover Museum, thank you very much for this space and helping coordinate this event. Jen, we really appreciate it, and it's just a wonderful, fun space. Thank you very much. Elissa Husby and Felicios for catering. Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. And make sure to eat the food, please. No Minnesota nice here. You know, one cracker, something left over, just take it. Be gone with it. Kathleen and the Duluth Chamber for helping us with the ribbon cutting. Yeah. Kathleen for that. Help get this on their schedule, and I really appreciate that. And just as an extra splash and recognition for us, which is what we are hoping for with this new logo and website. You know, there's a lot of help out there for people, for businesses too, and for someone like myself. So on top of all this, we have a newsletter that gets printed twice a year, and it's supposed to go out like right now or next week. So Rhonda and Miranda up at ProPrint, they helped. They're like, yeah, just get us your logo and your content, and we'll do it. We'll get it ready for you. And they did, and it's like just terrific help that I really appreciate, and we really appreciate as a foundation. So our newsletter is going out next week. It's rebranded, new logo, new colors. It's going to make a real big impact for our Depot Foundation. So I'm really excited about that. And it's something that Amy touched on it a little bit. The history of our foundation, 44 years, 570 grants, $7.3 million in support to the depot and the depot tenants. And that's just a start. I think our new rebranding is really going to help us launch forward, not just locally here, but nationally. We have donors all over the country, followers all over the world, basically. So, I'd like to thank Finden Marketing. We've been working with Finden for a while now, and that's Benji and Andrew primarily here I've been working with. So they're basically wizards at what they do. They're phenomenal. You're going to see the work of Benji Waddell. Is that how you say your last name? Okay. Yeah. I love Benji this much, right? Yeah, the Chris Lindell guy. The work they did in marketing, you're going to see, is incredible. So we had ideas. We had kind of a vision. of what a Depot Foundation logo would look like, how it would represent us. And they took that and ran with it, but they listened really well and were really patient with us and me. They didn't force feed any ideas to us or anything like that. Like, no, you should be doing it this way. They never said that. They took what we had for ideas and gave us options, gave us several options to look from, and I really appreciate that. And thank you very much, you guys. And finally, I'd like to thank the Depot Foundation Board of Directors. And please raise your hand if you're a director, so people can see and come and shake your hand and get to know you. Our Board of Directors was very active in this process from the beginning. I think this is something the board has been looking at for years, actually, but we really pulled the trigger a few months ago, worked hard at it together, provided great input and feedback for Finden and for our board, and we got it done, and we did it, and I think you're really gonna like it. Okay. With that, it is essential for the Depot Foundation to show the utmost appreciation for all gifts donated throughout each and every year. Large gifts, small gifts, they're all important and impactful to us as the Depot Foundation, especially moving forward from private foundation to public charity. Moving forward, our identity, our brand, it needed to be revamped and revitalized. Hello, we have an owl on our logo right now. It is incredibly important that we resonate with our donors and potential donors, locally, regionally, and nationally. A need for us is to be easily recognized and identified. When we send material out and our friends see the Depot Foundation, they need to know instantly, yes, that's the Depot in Duluth, Minnesota. We currently do not have that. As a matter of fact, if you look up Depot Foundation, you're going to find more than one Depot Foundation. There are actually several Depot Foundations across the country. Small towns have their depots, they're empty, they're vacant, they're being revitalized or revamped. Communities start a foundation to support that depot, to bring new life to it. So we needed that distinction. Also, there's a Home Depot Foundation. We don't want to be confused with them. They're kind of a juggernaut, so we don't want donations to the Home Depot Foundation coming to us. Our new logo and brand will provide instant recognition for our Depot Foundation, serving and supporting our iconic depot in Duluth, Minnesota. And with that, say goodbye to the owl. This is our new Depot Foundation logo. Thank you. It's a great response, and we're so excited. We had multiple variations of this, and I'm going to have Benji talk about the process briefly. But we have the color skits, we have a logo kit, we have all sorts of variations to use this color scheme and logo moving forward, and we're pumped. Okay, so please welcome Benji from Finden Marketing. And his professional title is Wizard.
Awesome. Thank you everyone for being here today. This is really cool. Super exciting for Finden, super exciting for the Depot Foundation. It was super awesome to reveal this to you. This is a little bit of a look. Jason put this together of the past logos of the Depot Foundation. I think this is a great starting point for kind of what I want to talk about. You kind of got to hear a great history of the Depot Foundation. Started in 1979, 44 years, millions of dollars. So this is something we really wanted to respect at Finden. This is something historical, this is something important, this is something built on community. So going into it, this isn't something we were taking super lightly, and we wanted to do the best job that we could possibly do. So our first objective was to look at the past. So the Depot Foundation has had a few identities in the past, some similarities, some differences, but the biggest important thing of all is the building. The building houses the organizations the depot supports. The building is where work happens and where fun happens, and people get to experience this here. And that is something that is really core to the foundation and core to the area. You can see in the past many variations of that building, all very iconic, all very intricate. So that's something we took into heart. The other thing is the text. The text has always tended to be thick, bold, and stood the test of time. It's been historical, foundational, and has always stood out. So that is another factor going into that. So we built this new brand. So the new brand takes the building, takes a new approach, a new angle. We went away with the flat. Coming at it building from a side, which allows us to have variation in the logo, allows us to play around with sides, and flipping that, as well as keeping that bold text, which is even more prominent now, which I think connects even better to the building, standing right by its side, not underneath or below. So when it comes to colors, so the Depot Foundation has had a strong past with green, and we wanted to take a new direction for this new branding. So we took a tour of the depot, we went around, walked around, and got a feel of what really represents the building itself and what represents the life around here. So two things really stood out. One is the building itself, and that's where we get the copper cream. The copper cream comes from a lot of the accents in the building, the rust, the oldness, but also the exciting beauty of it and the intricacies of it. And then the superior blue connecting not only to water, but it also creates a sense of richness, of trust, of depth, of boldness, which all kind of connects back to the previous Depot Foundation brandings, as well as who they are as a brand. So we wanted to build a brand package that takes the Depot Foundation and merges it with their past and their future. So we wanted to build something that can be modified, moved around, used for social media, used for online usage, mailers, emails, digital, physical, anything in between. So we wanted to build something that can be modular, can be moved around, can be changed, and can be exciting for the future. This is very exciting for us, but it's even more exciting future for the Depot Foundation. We're incredibly excited for all the things that they're going to be doing, and that this new brand is going to take them. We really appreciate everybody coming out today. This has been a big moment for us, and it's very exciting to team up with the Depot Foundation to present this to you. We're very excited to see everything that goes on in the future. And we thank you very much for coming and listening to our presentation.
Thank you very much, Ben. We really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming too, and I'd really like to recognize that we have City Council Vice President Roz Randorf, in attendance also, which I believe this is her district. We're sitting in it, which is awesome. Thank you so much. And Councilor Chris Tamane. And thank you all very much for coming. Really appreciate that. We're going to work with the Duluth Chamber now on a ribbon cutting. And have a good time. Feel free to hang out, have a drink, and grab some food, and just enjoy your time here with the Depot Foundation. Thank you all very much.
So what we're going to do is, if we could, a beautiful new logo. And Finden is a great chamber member too. And Andrew is a huge part of our chamber. So I just want to draw that connection too. Not that the Wizard is also. Andrew specifically. But we're going to get everybody up here with the new logo as the backdrop. As I was sitting next to Alyssa, the one thing I noticed is the owl reminds me of Trampled by Turtles merchandise. Real trampled stuff. Because they use the owl. So, but everybody up and back here will have you in front of the logo behind the ribbon.
Okay. Okay, I'll be set up in 2 minutes. Just
We're
kidding.
going to direct our attention to Lori and Andrew. We're going to get some pictures, I'll do a little video, and then when Lori lets us know it's time, we'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, and we'll cut. And then we should have some parties, and then it's we'll cut. I'm going to say just a couple words on that in the chamber, and I'll pass to Jason. We'll get a couple pictures that way. Then remember to eat the food. I think that was the please.
It does. It's actually very sharp.
Okay, so we're gonna do a picture.
I'm good whenever.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1.
So in 1974, this foundation has been serving the people. It's tenants in this community to the tune of $7.3 million. That's absolutely remarkable. And we are so grateful here to be here today in the presence of President Alejandro, Councilman Simon, our ambassadors, the board of directors that's represented, the executive director, Jason is here with us today, in celebration of this new logo. And I also want to point out that it was done by a chamber member, and I think it's important that we are supporting our local business community when we do this. So on behalf of the Newsbury Chamber of Commerce and the board of directors, I'd like to congratulate the Depot Foundation celebration of the rebrand. This ends the program.
I'm good. You're welcome.